Is Ethereum just another Bitcoin? So many people think so, but the truth is, they're wildly different. While Bitcoin is designed to be digital gold, a secure way to store and send value, Ethereum is something else entirely. Think of it less like a currency and more like a global, open-source computer that anyone, anywhere, can use to build and run applications. It's a platform that completely changed the game for crypto. In this video, I'm going to break down what Ethereum is, in simple terms, how it actually works, what its currency ETH is for, and why its creation was such a monumental shift for the entire digital world. So, let's start at the beginning. What is Ethereum? At its core, Ethereum is a blockchain network, just like Bitcoin. It's a decentralized, distributed public ledger, but its purpose goes way beyond just tracking who owns what. The creators of Ethereum, most notably Vitalik Buterin, looked at Bitcoin and saw its revolutionary potential. They saw a system that could run without a central bank or government controlling it. But then they asked a bigger, more ambitious question. What if you could run not just money, but any kind of application or agreement in that same decentralized way? What if you could build entire digital systems that don't rely on a single company like Google, Meta, or your bank to operate? This is where Ethereum's key innovation comes in. Smart contracts. And no, a smart contract isn't some super intelligent AI lawyer. It's simply a piece of code, a program, that runs on the Ethereum blockchain. The best analogy is a vending machine. With a vending machine, the rules are simple and automated. You put in your money, that's the input. You press the button for your selection. The machine follows its programming and automatically dispenses your snack, that's the output. There's no cashier you have to trust. No one can change the price after you've put your money in, and the process just runs exactly as it was designed. A smart contract does the same thing, but for digital agreements. The code contains the rules of an agreement. If this happens, then do that. Once that smart contract is deployed on the Ethereum blockchain, it runs automatically when its conditions are met. No single person or company can stop it, change the rules, or secretly alter the outcome. It's transparent, unstoppable, and lives on the blockchain for everyone to see. This simple but powerful idea is the foundation for everything built on Ethereum. It allows developers to create what we call decentralized applications, or dApps. So, what's a dApp? A dApp is an application that uses smart contracts for its core logic. It's backed onto the part you see. The user interface might look just like any other website or mobile app you use every day. But behind the scenes, the critical functions like managing ownership, processing transactions, and enforcing the rules are handled by those smart contracts on the blockchain, not by a server owned by one company. This means you can have things like marketplaces where buyers and sellers interact directly without a middleman taking a huge cut. You can have games where the items you earn are truly yours and can be traded or sold outside the game itself. You can build financial tools that don't require a bank, or even systems for digital identity that you control, not a corporation. This brings us to ETH, Ethereum's native cryptocurrency. If Ethereum is a global computer, then ETH is the fuel that powers it. It's what you pay to get things done on the network. Every action you take on Ethereum, whether it's sending some tokens to a friend, interacting with a dApp, or deploying a new smart contract, requires a small amount of computational effort from the network. To compensate the people who run the computers that make up the network, you have to pay a fee. This fee is called gas. Think of it like paying for gasoline for your car. The more complex your journey, or the farther you want to go, the more gas you need. Similarly, a simple transaction on Ethereum costs a small amount of gas, while a complex operation involving a sophisticated smart contract will cost more. This system of gas fees is crucial. It prevents people from spamming the network with endless, useless tasks, because every operation has a cost. But it also leads to one of the biggest criticisms of Ethereum: high transaction fees. You've probably heard people complain about gas prices being ridiculously expensive. Why does this happen? It's a simple case of supply and demand. The Ethereum network can only process a certain number of transactions at any given time. When lots of people are trying to use the network at once, maybe a popular new NFT collection is launching, or there's a lot of activity in decentralized finance, they all start competing to get their transactions included in the next block. To get ahead in the line, users can offer to pay a higher gas fee. This creates a bidding war, and the price of gas can skyrocket. It's like surge pricing for a ride-sharing app during rush hour. More traffic leads to higher costs. So, how does the network stay secure while processing all of this? Originally, Ethereum used the same system as Bitcoin, called proof of work, where miners used powerful computers to solve complex puzzles to validate transactions. This was very secure but also used a tremendous amount of energy. However, in a major upgrade known as the merge, Ethereum transitioned to a new system called proof of stake. Instead of miners, the network is now secured by validators. To become a validator, you have to lock up, or stake, a significant amount of ETH, currently 32 ETH as collateral. These validators are then chosen to propose and confirm new blocks of transactions. If they do their job honestly, they earn rewards in the form of more ETH. But if they try to cheat the system or act maliciously, their staked ETH can be taken away from them. This is called slashing. This new system makes the network far more energy efficient, over 99% more efficient. In fact, it aligns the incentives of the network's participants with the long-term health and security of the chain. Now, even with proof of stake, the issue of high fees and slow transaction times during peak demand remains. How is Ethereum solving this scalability problem? The main strategy is through Layer 2 solutions. A Layer 2 is a separate network that runs on top of the main Ethereum blockchain, which we can call Layer 1. Layer 2 self-process transactions much more quickly and cheaply. They bundle up hundreds or even thousands of transactions off-chain, and then they submit a single, compressed proof of all those transactions back to the main Ethereum blockchain. By doing this, they inherit the security and decentralization of Ethereum's Layer 1 while offering the speed and low costs needed for everyday applications. Think of it like having an express toll lane on a highway. Most of the traffic can move quickly on the express lane, which helps reduce congestion on the main road. But it's all still part of the same highway system. This layered approach is how Ethereum plans to scale to handle millions of users and transactions per day without sacrificing its core principles. So, when you step back and look at the big picture, Ethereum's biggest impact is that it created the concept of a crypto app store. It gave developers a toolkit to build new digital assets, new financial systems, and new forms of social organization. It's the platform that gave rise to the ICO boom, the DeFi summer, and the NFT craze. Whether you love or hate these trends, their existence is a testament to the power of Ethereum's programmable blockchain. It's a sandbox for innovation. Let's be clear, it's not a perfect system. Smart contracts are powerful, but they are just code, and code can have bugs or vulnerabilities that can be exploited, sometimes with devastating financial consequences. And as we discussed, network fees are a real challenge that shows the high demand for the network, but also creates a barrier for many users. The work on scaling solutions is a direct response to this. So, to summarize, what is Ethereum? It's not just a digital coin. It's a decentralized, programmable blockchain that acts as a global computer. It allows anyone to write and deploy smart contracts, self-executing code that runs without a central authority. This enables the creation of decentralized applications for everything from finance to gaming to art. Its currency, ETH, is the fuel that powers this global computer, and the network is secured by validators who stake their ETH to protect the chain. It's a platform for building a more open, transparent, and user-owned internet. If Bitcoin proved we could have money without banks, Ethereum is trying to prove we can have applications and digital services without big tech companies. I hope this helped you understand Ethereum a bit better. It's a deep topic, and we've only scratched the surface. If you found this useful, maybe you'd be interested in a follow-up video comparing Ethereum directly with Bitcoin, diving into the real technical and philosophical differences. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.